Today we're going to find out if, after 40 years as a band, this pioneering industrial rock and metal band is entering the new era of Electro-Revolution. I'm talking about the German industrial band KMFDM. This stands for Kein Verdacht mit Heid, or translated as No Pity for the Majority. Even though when I first heard this band growing up in the US, people always said it stood for Kill Motherfucking Depeche Mode. The band has a new album out called Let Go. They're also celebrating 40 years as a band, and this is their 23rd album. The core lineup is as follows: Sascha, Käpt'n K, Konietzko, Lucia Cifarelli, Andy Selway, and Andee Blacksugar. The band chose to write this album in a diverse style. They wanted to bridge the gap between multiple genres on this album, but they did not lose their core sound while still maintaining that ultra-heavy beat. The band adopted a new philosophy for the album. According to Käpt'n K, he says, "Never let them know your next move." He wants listeners to let go, as the album title suggests. Just enjoy what the band is offering you. They're ready to rock, and I hope you are as well. The album has a lot of styles to offer. For example, the title track is a driving techno, funk, and danceable sound. The single, AIRHEAD, shows off the band's melodic side. There's some hip-hop on Next Move. There's some Riot Girl punk on When the Bell Tolls. I'll talk about all those songs in detail very soon. The band has also found new ways of working together. For example, Sascha, Käpt'n K, Konietzko, and Lucia Cifarelli share vocal and lyrical duties. Longtime associate MC Ocelot does some rap in Next Move. Andee Blacksugar continues to give some awesome guitar riffs, and Andy Selway keeps the drum beat with the electronic sounds of Käpt'n K. Let me also mention this album was mixed and mastered by Benjamin Lawrence. The album cover was created by Aidan Brute Hughes. Thought it looked pretty cool. It has an old comic book and pop art style. It goes well with the bold logo and album title. Let's talk about the tracks now. Let Go is the opening track. This one has a 90s techno sound. I thought it was kind of cheesy at first, but it was kind of fun. Reminded me of that band Electric Callboy that released an album a little over a year ago. The song is upbeat and danceable. There are different vocal styles used, such as singing and rapping, and there are some cool, funky playing in the background. Push has a short skit in the intro of some guy trying to get away from a rabid dog or something of that nature. This one has a faster pace, a heavy electronic beat. I thought it was an interesting song. It was a lot of energy, a lot of sounds going on. It says the female vocals, a lot of attitude. Thought it was a cool song. There's a big mix of styles. Next Move is a song that has a darker cyber synth sound with some hip hop elements. Kind of a weird song. Distorted vocals gave it a futuristic sound, and the rapping gave it a retro feel. The rapping was reminiscent of 90s dance music, and one song in particular I can think of right now. Move the beat, move the celebration. Over there. The crowd is live, and I will do this. It'll come to me later. AIRHEAD was one of the singles. This was very different. It reminded me of those female grunge bands like The Breeders or L7. The music video was filled with clips of old commercials from the 80s and 90s. Song lyrics described everything that was going on back then, like Donkey Kong and Cheech and Chong. The song was different. It was very catchy and reminiscent of those past decades. Turn the Light On was kind of a strange song. It sounded like former President Obama speaking to crowds during recent years. During the pandemic, they used a lot of electronic sounds and some retro sounds. The song is filled with feedback and electronic sounds and short sound bites. Touch is a very disco sounding song. It reminded me of the 70s and music from Studio 54 or something similar. It had somewhat of a cyber synth sound in the background, and this one had a little of that grunge sound in the vocals. It wasn't too bad. But so far I found this album was very different than some of the other albums that I have heard of them. Konig is a song that means Elf King, or that's what the Google Translate said it was. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly. It's in German. It has a dark electro pop sound. It was one of the few songs that had some metal guitar riffs in it, but there was not like a lot of it. They mixed the heavy sounds with some dreamy pop sounds. It was kind of strange, but so was this whole album. I guess I like this one a little more than some of the others, though. Bell Tolls was a song that I mentioned before, had that punk rock vibe mixed with darker electronic sounds. I thought this was one of the better ones. It was not bad. It had some industrial sounds in this as well. Totem EX is next. There are 3 more songs in the album. This one has some of that metal industrial sound, but it still has a very heavy and danceable beat as well. I don't know if the song title is about a totem pole made of eggs. Probably not. I had the AI art generator create an image of that, but I'm sure it's probably something completely different. WW 2023, this is the penultimate song. This one mixes in some different genres, like a little bit of reggae with some epic war music and a Middle Eastern vibe. It was strange and trippy. There were sound bites of someone who sounded like George Bush from those old Ministry albums. A reggae song about World War III was not too bad. Last song is just 50 seconds. It's just under a minute and just the tail end of the previous song called Filet Manchego Claret y Blow. That's pretty all what it is. Now for my final thoughts. I thought it was kind of different. It did not blow me away. It was kind of fun. I probably wanted them to go more into an electric callboy sound with this new direction. It would have been cool to hear some heavy metalcore style guitar breakdowns in the songs, but they kept it light. I think this album is lacking a metal edge, but that's my personal preference. I don't think it's not that bad, but my score is going to be 7 out of 10. Check out my review of Hyena, their last album from 2022. Please like this video. It helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Please subscribe if you're not already. I will see you in the next one.